Good morning. This is Faith Slagle and Stitching at the Barn. This is May the 9th, and this is my floss tube number 42. Can't believe I've done that many. So anyways, I am so glad that you've stopped by and have a little visit with me and let me tell you a little bit about what's going on in the barn. And spend a little time with me. And I would love, if this is your first time, to hit the subscribe button so you know when another video is coming up, and please hit the like button. I would so appreciate that. That would just help that it spreads, and it kind of lets other people know that I have a video up every so often. I try to put one up once a month. But anyways, I've been busy as usual and watching my floss tubes. You know what? I usually share what floss tubes I've been watching, and I like to share who I've been watching. But I sat down last night and I went through all the floss tubes. I don't get to watch them all every time, but all the ones that I've subscribed to. And do you know that I am subscribed to 44 different floss tubes? I said, whoa! I didn't realize I had done that many, and there may be a few I even missed. So I sat down, nothing else to do, of course, you know. So I sat down and I quickly wrote and typed up all of my people. So I thought, you know, instead of me, when it comes time to do one, to try to remember, and I try to make little notes on a piece of paper when I watch one, and then I lose the paper and don't know what I did with it and everything. I said, I'm going to put it on here and keep it beside my stitchy spot and wherever I'm watching, and then whenever I watch one, I'll just put a little check mark beside it, and that way I'll have it. And that way I can keep up with which ones I have watched between today and the next time I watch a floss tube, and just kind of see. And some are like me. They put them out like maybe once a month, or, you know, not so often. Some put them out every week or every 2 weeks. They're more faithful. They have more things to show. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But let me just share a few that I've watched in the last little bit. And I've missed some, I know I have. But some of my ones that I try to watch all the time, they're my faithful ones that I watch. I watch the Stitching Owl. I love to watch her. And Stitching Mommy, Jackie the Comfort Stitcher. The Sable Stitchers, I usually try to get them in. And one that she's like me. She's busy. And now they're expecting a little baby come August or September. The X-Stitch MD Shiloh. She's in Canada somewheres. I really enjoy watching her. Of course, I watch Whips and Snips, Shelly and Justine. They've got a laugh that's just contagious. I just love to watch them. And I enjoy watching the attic needlework when they come on. Carolyn, she usually has some different friends with her on each time, and I really enjoy watching her. And then here, Floss, Paper, and Scissor. I don't get to see them all the time, but when I do, Julie, her and her daughter Katherine, they're another one. They just make you sit and smile through their whole thing. The Blue Wagon Stitcher, she's fairly new. I enjoy her. And then, of course, got to stick with the Oklahoma people. The Okie Stitcher, Hannah, I really enjoy her. Hers is kind of, you know, every so often. She's not a regular, and she's kind of like me. And Stitch Rhodey, Anna. And those are some that I've, you know, watch all the time. And then there's others that when I'm sitting and cross-stitching, I'll start with one, and then just whichever one comes up next, that's how I watch them. So, but then there's some, you know, that I do try to hit regularly. But those are a few that I've been doing. Well, now let's get on with life. I have my coffee here, so I'm ready to go. What have I been doing since the last time I talked to you on April the 8th? As you may or may not know, my son is getting married in June, so we've been doing a few things that we need to do to prepare on our end. I didn't know it was that hard to try to find a dress that I wanted for the wedding. And I've been looking and looking online, and so I ordered 2 dresses, and I found the one that I'm going to wear. So I did that now, and now I've got to look for some shoes. So that's my next job, is to look for shoes. Our church had a shower for them, and so we did that, and then we had some memorials for 2 sweet ladies that passed away. So I was busy. We went to those, and then we flew to Delaware for another family memorial. So now we're back home and just trying to get some things done. Oh, and we've had some beautiful rain that we really needed for our crops around here. And now my son, Andrew, the one that's getting married, he had to go to Washington State for his job for 1 week. And so we are taking care of his dog. It's kind of strange having a dog around to take care of. So it's a little different, keeping us busy. So we're just keeping up with life and doing things. Tomorrow, we're going to go to Oklahoma City, and we're going to help our son do something. My husband's going to help. I'm going to go along and cheer. And then we're going to go and meet with our daughter-in-law's parents. We're going to go and have lunch with them, and my son and future daughter-in-law. We're going to go all have lunch together tomorrow. So as a kind of joke, I tell my son and future daughter-in-law that we're meeting with her parents to finalize the dowry. So if it doesn't work out, there may be no wedding. So no, not really. All right, let's see. What have I been working on? Oh, and I can't show it to you because it's on my iPad, which that's what I'm doing my video on. But there is, if you don't have it, and I know there's different programs out there, but it has been a game changer for me. My husband bought me an iPad. I had an iPad, but it didn't have enough memory on it. But my husband bought me an iPad for Christmas with more memory, and I uploaded a program called Markup. And so I started this in January. Each of my patterns, there's a word, looking for words. Each of my patterns that I get, I can take them and I can either upload them into my program, or if it's I can enter them into the program, and it's got everything on there, and I can enlarge it, and it has been such a wonderful thing. For example, this is my first whip that I'll show you. I can't show you the pattern very much of it because that's not legal, but I will show you just a corner of it. See, normally you only have, that's the size that you're working off of. And after a while, you either make a copy of that and then you mark it off with a pencil or a colored pencil, da-da-da-da-da. And some people do that, and that's fine. But I would just get bug-eyed on some of the patterns were fine, but some like that there, I would just get buggy-eyed. couldn't do it. So now when I scan this in and put this on my program, I can enlarge it, and oh my goodness, has it ever been a game changer. Now, and excuse me, and now when I go back, and now the new ones I'm more accurate on. Some of the older ones, I'm not real accurate on how much I've completed and all that. It tells me how many stitches are on that project, how many I've completed, what percentage. I love it. I just love it. Now, I know there's other programs out there that will do the same, and some people like other ones better, but markup, I've not found anything wrong with markup that I do not like. So if you're looking for a program, try markup, okay? Well, all right. Let's start our whip parade for this month. The first one, like I said, was auction. And I am over here in this upper, I'm divided this up into four ways. So I'm up here in this part. That's where I'm at. And I just about have this section complete. Right here is all I have left to fill this in. And then I'm going to move. I haven't decided if I'm going to move down or move over. I haven't decided. I think I'll move down probably. I don't know. Just haven't decided. But that's where I'm at. And according to, and this was one of those that I had started before, so I don't know if I have everything filled in on the markup program, but according to what I have filled in and everything, I've got 17.8 completed. So that is my auction. So there's that one. But that has been a game changer for that one. The next one is my stitch along that I'm doing, and I've got to work on this month. I'm up to date with it up to May, and it is one stitch at a time. There's a group doing this, and tomorrow we have our FaceTime Zoom, and I will not be able to join them this month because I'll be with my family. And so I have completed the January section, the February section, the March and April section, and I am on the May section, which is this house right here. So I've got to get that done during this month. So this is where I'm at. I'm on the house. I just have to make sure I get it done. So, not today, but tomorrow and Sunday I will probably work on this. I will work on that to get it done. Did I get everything on there? I'm trying to see, yes. So that is that one. And May is going fast. And we're at the end of the month. We're making a trip to Indiana. And I may take that with me to work on while I'm there. Okay, let's see. Next. 1 second. I knew I'd forget something. It's my praying hands. This one here. And this is another, oh, that 1 stitch at a time, it said I'm 34% done. And that should be pretty accurate because I put that in right at the very, my chair's not wanting to scoot. I put that in right at the very beginning, so that should be pretty accurate. My praying hands, I've not even got that calculated because I had my husband, that was one of those big sheets, and I just had him to put in what I had left, just the corner of it, so I have no idea where I stand on that. So this is what it will look like, and here, whoa, is where I'm at. So once I get this section right here done, that's all I have left. So it's getting, the end is in sight. Let me put it that way. So it's basically just spring up from here, just come all the way up. I'm not even sure if I come all the way to the top or how that works, but that's basically what I have left, is finishing his hands, his wrist or arms. So that's what I have on that one. And I'm really, really enjoying that. I spun the wheel and that one came up for me to work on. Well, I can't work on that with Pete, our dog, that we're taking care of. I can't work on that in the evenings when he's around because he likes to lay and put his head on my lap. And I can't work on that with his head on my lap. Okay, the next one is my dollhouse. Okay, and I'm working on this room and this room. And sometimes I get over here in this a little bit, but that's where I'm at. And this is one that I had started before I got my markup, so it's kind of correct. Not really. It says I've got 8.59%, which that's probably pretty close to being right for as big of a project as this is, but that's what I have done. That upper room, the top room up there in the attic, it's pretty much done. I can't remember if it's completely done or not, but I think it's pretty much done. Maybe, maybe not. I can't remember. I'm just working on page 1. There again, I had to go back and try to highlight all the things that I had already done before. And that takes a little bit of time to do that. And some days I feel like doing it, and some days I don't. So we'll see. Okay. But I liked that, knowing kind of where you stand on a project. And it even tells you how many, you know, if there's 25,000 stitches to do in a project. It's kind of interesting just to watch. 1 second, please. Okay. The next one I worked on this one twice. And it is my spring. And after spring, I'm going to do winter. I already have that one, so that'll be my next one I do. And I'm working on the letter R. Is where I'm at right now. The letter R. Doesn't really look too much like an R, but that's where I'm at. Get ready to go on around here and connect my circle. So this one says that I'm at 32.7%. This one's pretty much in. I have this one pretty much in. Everything's pretty much marked off on that one, so that's correct. So that one is pretty much on target. Next is my new one that I started in the month of May, or April, sorry, in April. It's called, yeah, I guess it was in April. I haven't started my new one for the month of May. I'll have to double check on that. But anyways, I've got it written down here as my April new one, and it was called All the Trimmings. It's a Christmas one, and it was a freebie. And it was from the Fat Quarter Shop. So, yeah. So that's what it looks like. And I don't have a lot done on it, and working on black, I'm getting better. But working on black is not one of my favorite things to do, but there it is. And I don't think it would have, just really wouldn't have looked good on anything else. So that's where I'm at. And that one I've got entered in, and I've started on that, and it says that I'm at 8.9%. So that one there. Okay. I like to take this one along when I'm traveling, or when we flew to Delaware. This was an easy one to work on in the airport and on the plane, and was my Frosty Tiny Town. And it says that I'm at 46% done. And I'm sorry about my thread up there, but there's where I'm at. Let's see, I'm about in the middle, basically. Yep, I'm just about in the middle. It says that I'm at 46%. So when I get that house done, I'll be halfway done. So that's where I'm at. After this one, I will most likely do my Nativity Tiny Town. So that'll be my next one to do. All right, let's see. Two more. I really like this one. This is kind of fun to do. This one is, I got this out of a magazine, and if you can see it, it's called Kitchen Sweet Kitchen. It's ABC's, because I only have one in my kitchen right now behind my sink, and so I'd like to have more out there that I can just sit up. I don't know that I'll hang it. I think I'll just have it as a leaner that I can just sit up and change them in and out. And it says that I'm at 25%. And so the last time I pulled it out, I did the E for eggs. And I've started on the F, which is flowers. So my goal is every time I pull it out to get at least one letter complete. So that's where I'm at on that one. So, and that one, I told you that one, yeah, I have 25% done on that one. That one I have entered in. And the last one is the one I'm working on. When I spun my wheel, came up for yesterday and today. And so it is my Stitchy Stars. And this one I have on my screen, but I can't, I don't touch it and don't darken the squares because I have to just keep reusing them. So this one, and it's easy enough, I don't need to do that. I don't need to highlight it or anything, so don't ask me how much, but this is where I'm at on the winter one. It's going to be the white is the death of me. 3, 4, 5, that's, yeah, that's the last square, I think. I think that is the last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the last square. So, and I have one more of these to do, and it's the spring one. So this is the winter one. I have the summer one and the fall one done. So I have one more of those, and those I change in and out. That's another easy one to do when you're at an airport. All right. That is all that I have been working on. Now let's see what I completed. I don't have any fully finishes since the last time, but I finished my fall ABCs. It's all done. There it is. I finished this on our trip to Delaware. All I had left to do was the scarecrow and the flowers down here, or these sunflowers. That's all I had left to do, and the VWXYZ. And so I got that all done. And now I ordered, and I thought it'd be here to show you. I have one more to do. It's the winter one. And I thought I'd have it here to show you, but I don't. So that's the next one I'll do. And I think these are going to be made into like a what do you call them, a door, that they'll just be, no. This one goes out in the kitchen. I'm sorry. I already have a board that this one is changed. This one is changed each month. I have a place for this one. I'm sorry. I was wrong about that. So that one I finished. And then my summer fun, that one is finished. I'll probably just do that as a leaner so I can put it on my shelf or on my windowsill and change it and just have it out. I think that's cute. I like that one. That was a fun one to do. And this one, I can't remember if I showed it to you all or not. I just can't remember, but it'll be the last time because I'm taking it to Indiana in a week or two and giving it to its owner. I finished this one. it is now complete. And I can't remember if I showed you or not. I was working on the outline, and I know I was almost finished, but I can't remember. But that one is now finished. I'll be taking that to my sweet friend, and she'll be taking care of that one from there on. And then I finished this one, and I'll be taking this one tomorrow, and we'll be picking out what kind of a frame she wants it in so that I can get it framed for them. This is for my son Andrew and his fiancée Kate. So it is now finished to this point. So that one is ready to be framed. So I'm going to let her help pick out a frame. So that is done. Now, let's see. I don't have any fully finished projects for this month. Okay, for the month of May, my new one will be my kitchen sampler. And it's another ABC one, but I really like it. Like A is for apples, B is for baskets, C is for Crocs, D is for dessert, homemade with love. So, yeah. So, and I have all my thread and everything all ready to go. So that one's ready to go when it comes up on my wheel. So we'll see. But that's my new one for the month of May. Now, like I said, my haul did not arrive. I had finished my fall one and I ordered my winter one. And since you can't let a pattern travel alone, I ordered another one to come with it. And at Christmas, my son had given me this nativity row, which I've not started yet, and I don't have it yet in my rotation, but it will enter. So I went ahead and I ordered the autumn, let's see, yeah, the autumn row. So they have all kinds of these rows. So I've made a list of all the kind of rows that I want to do, like the spring and the winter and the summer and the patriotic. And, you know, they have a bunch more. I won't do them all, but there's certain ones that I want to do so I can change them out and sit them on my shelf. But anyways, I'd expected that to be here by now, but it isn't. So I can't show you my haul. We'll have to wait till the next time to do that. Well, anyways, let's keep moving on. I want to show you, as you know, my other love that I like to do, my ear's itching, is make cards. So I thought I'd show you just a few cards that I have in my stockpile. There's one. It says, "Have a wonderful day." Each day is a gift. You make each day a little brighter. Best wishes. Have a wonderful day. No. Have a beautiful day. And this one is also have a beautiful day. So those are some of the cards that I've made that I love just to send to people and friends. And so that's what I like to do. All right. If you do not want to stay for the reading today, I so appreciate you spending some time with me. And you just go and have a wonderful day. But if you are going to stay for a few more minutes, and we're going to have our little reading, and it's called My Inspiration. God, your word is a lifeline. No matter what I face, question, or celebrate, the inspired words of Scripture provide what I need. The life in its pages inspires me to live mine more fully, more honestly, and with more love. Thank you, Lord. Increase my desire for your word and deepen my understanding of its mysteries. Show me things I've never seen. Answer questions I have yet to ask. Convict me of anything that grieves your heart and open me to the love that knows no limits. Let it be the source of all my inspiration, so my words and actions will bring pleasure and glory to you. What is your source of inspiration? That's the question for today. I hope you have a wonderful day all day long. I would love for you to share my floss tube with your friends. And I want you to have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of the May, and a happy Mother's Day. And just keep on stitching and sharing our love with our friends. And thank you for spending this time with me. Hey, goodbye, and keep on stitching. Bye-bye, friends.